turn to the process of production design. As we have said, the main art object of theater is dramatic action. One of the important processes of production design is to use the elements of visual design to put dramatic action in its best light. How can the elements of visual design put the dramatic action of a play into its proper context? Let's begin with a couple of definitions. What is a play production? We can define a play production as the script put into a tangible artistic form. As we have already stated, the script is a blueprint for dramatic action. It suggests what action, backgrounds, and details may be used in a production. The production is the act of putting these suggestions into a concrete form. Then what is production design? Production design is establishing the proper context of a play and shaping the dramatic action. The creative team in theater must use the techniques and mediums of the theater to put the play into its proper context. The proper context of the play is determined by the director of the play, who takes the script and expands on this blueprint in order to create a production. He must naturally consider how the dramatic action will be performed, but he must also determine what the proper context or background of the play is, and how to render it creatively and effectively. The context of the play must sufficiently support the main art object of theater, dramatic action. The context of the play is established by such aspects of theater as the setting, properties, costume, lights, and sound. In the following section, we will consider production design so that when you attend a theater production, you will be able to analyze the play's context so that you may be able to judge the effectiveness of the production. There are a myriad of considerations when it comes to a production design, but we will take a look at a narrow but basic group of considerations to allow you to focus on the basic techniques. In order to do this, we will consider the 5 elements of design. These elements relate to the effect that a visual arrangement and orientation have on an audience member. The elements of design are abstract notions that are applied by the designer to have both a conscious and subconscious effect on the audience. The 5 elements design that we will consider are line, mass, texture, ornament, and color. The way a designer selects and organizes these elements determines, in large part, the context of a play production. Let's consider the element of line. Choices that a designer makes about the nature and orientation of the line in his visual design, in coordination with the treatment of the other elements, will have both a conscious and subconscious effect on the audience. Mathematically, we can define line as an infinite number of points between 2 points. The purpose of line in a design is to create boundaries and suggest shape. In relation to a play production design, the predominant direction, character, and length of a line can create a specific mood, as well as communicate emotional content and other subtle information to the audience in both a conscious and subconscious manner. Let's see how this is done. If the design of a play setting uses primarily straight lines, it can suggest a sense of stability in that environment. The predominant use of curved lines in a setting can give a sense of grace or sophistication regarding that environment. If the designer is trying to give the audience a sense that the environment of the play is one where conflict occurs, he may choose to use predominantly broken or slanted lines in this set design. This can also be utilized in costume design. The cut of the costume may use primarily straight lines to establish stability in a character. A more sophisticated character may be attired in a costume that has more curved and graceful lines. A creative designer will use all 5 elements in coordination to create their effect. At times, they may create a sense of conflict or irony by making less obvious choices or place the elements of design in opposition to one another. But an understanding of the basic uses of the elements of design will allow you to analyze the effect that a particular play production has on you. This will better help you to appreciate the fullness of a play production. For now, go to your task for this section. After you have completed the assignment, we will discuss the other elements of design.